Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Familiars. We are so happy that you're here. My name is Joby Earl, and I am your Dungeon Master. We've got a very special episode for you tonight. We're doing a one-shot before our amazing, illustrious crew of professional performers can all get back together and do a proper assault on Grudhaug. We're going to go somewhere else in the Sword Coast, and maybe even to a different time, and just have some fun, play some Dungeons & Dragons, see what happens. We will give you a nice little bit of context to show you where we're starting, but before we do that, gosh, I sure would like to introduce the friends that we have here with us. First and foremost, we've got Alex Henderson playing Swift. They're a rogue. We've got Ben Horner playing Shelby, a monk. Interested to meet them. We've got John Doherty playing all non-player characters. Today I think we've got a human fighter on tap. And we've got Zach Appleman playing Galen Judd, cleric. We are the Familiars. So happy that you guys are all here, and so happy to just play some straight, uncut Dungeons and Dragons, having some fun, doing some one-shotting here.
Just gonna open it up.
Hear that?
Couple of friends.
Okay.
Should we get started?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's break some hearts.
Let's do it.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
So, for this one shot, it is the year 1491 DR in the Sword Coast. Our campaign takes place in the year 1493, so 2 years prior.
Thank you.
2 years prior, before, yes. We are
Thanks for doing the math.
Now, the four of you, the most recent event in y'all's lives is that the kind, benevolent, and generous leader of your religious order has just been murdered. The details of the killing have begun to spread like dragon's fire through the countryside. And it seems that the killer and the plot to kill your leader came from none other than the soldiers of the Nine Hells themselves. Now, you received word that there was an elite task force that was forming under the new leadership of your church. And its mission was to rout out the folk in the surrounding areas who had been secretly adopting devilish worship and corrupting those around them to Asmodeus' will. All of you wanted in. Now, higher-up members of your order have brought back intelligence that a local town was harboring a devilish magic user. Now, there had been an attempt to extract this person, and this individual escaped. Our adventurers that we're going to meet here in a moment are all level 1. So in our regular campaign, our adventurers have made it up to level 6. So we're going back to basics here. And you all know that as level 1 initiates in this order, to pursue this magic user would probably be beyond your capabilities. However, due to the deep emotional connection that you had to this leader, you wanted to do your part. And this elite task force has given you your first job, and if you do it successfully, you will be admitted. So while the first group of followers are in hot pursuit of this individual, they need to make sure that no other folk in the town have been corrupted. So your job is to go to this town and to take care of any folk that have fallen to the Prince of Darkness's sway and bring order, safety, and security to the townsfolk who were strong enough to resist the pull of evil. So you have made your way across the countryside to just the outskirts of this small town. And what you all see now is this sleepy little village in the distance. And at the entrance, there looks to be a small collection of homes or shops, what have you, and then you can see that this town spreads out beyond it into the farmland that the folk probably use to make their livelihoods. But the center of town is this grouping of 4 smaller buildings. They are small wooden homes. They're smartly built, sturdy, and you can see the gabled roofs covered in neat gray slate. And there's one larger building, a barn that sits to the south. You can see a few market stalls that have been set up along what looks to be the main path. And this town is the picture of calm, even cozy. There's no wall or palisade to protect it. It seems to be full of folk that were very trusting of the surrounding area. Sword Coast is a dangerous place. It would even seem inviting were it not for the fact that it looks completely empty. No one is walking to and fro amongst the homes and shops. There is no livestock in the fields, and the market stalls, filled with items, stand untended. Now, we're going to say that it is midday, and it's hot summer. It's almost to the point of discomfort. And all of you are wearing your religious garb, either over or under whatever armor you may be wearing. And there's a sense of pride that comes over you, and a deep emotional connection, albeit sweaty. And before we see who we're talking to, I would like everyone to make a perception check.
Oh.
All right.
Just off the bat, I see.
Here we go.
Oh! What was that?
Okay. So we've got Swift with a 21. We've got Shelby with an 11, Galeon with a 9, and Yold with a 10. So let's start with you, Swift. Before I tell you what it is that you see, can you tell us what we see when we look at you?
Swift is a very tall elf rogue. Skinny, long arms, sort of like a grey alien, really, if you elongated that alien. I hail from the what is it?
Drow.
Drow. I'm a drow.
Yeah.
And so
you hail from the Underdark, yes.
I hail from the Underdark. Yes, thank you for remembering that for me. I'm quite overwhelmed with.
It's my job.
Of my
You're level 1. You're level 1. Come on.
Thank you. I think Swift is the second born and very interested in making a name for herself. That said, not very shy and cowardly, and so that she's become a rogue mainly because she likes to hide and avoid and kind of wait until everyone else is dead, and then she'll take over. You know what I mean?
Sure, absolutely.
And wants to do the right thing. So yes, a very tall, elegant model, like very skinny model type, like a Kate Moss.
Yeah, great.
But British. Okay, I'll stop talking. Thank you.
Great. No, thank you, Swift. And Swift, as you take a look out over the town with a 21, nice high perception roll. The first thing you see, which you would have gotten merely with a 10, are faint wisps of smoke coming out of the chimneys. Again, adding to this cognitive dissonance of what it is that you're looking at. Completely empty town. There seems to be no life, and yet you can see these wisps of smoke coming from chimneys, which, to your deduction, means that people were here recently enough to have left fires in their homes. And
Does everything else seem like long abandoned?
well, let's see.
Like the town square and stuff? Is it like no one's been here for years?
So I would say
Hard
from
to
where
tell.
you're standing, Shelby. Shelby, tell us what we see when we look to you.
No.
Shelby is a Wanty Malison. So I have a human body and the head of a snake, and no eyelids, and yellow eyes, and rather sinister slits for pupils. And I'm a cold-blooded snake man who grew up with only survival in thought. And I've joined this order with a desire to see the face of God.
Thank you, Shelby. Swift,
No, thank you.
up behind you, Shelby saunters and is interested, it seems, in what it is that you see. Shelby, from where you're standing, you can see that it does not look long abandoned. I would say with your perception roll of an 11, you can see that, again, these market stalls, right? There looks to be one market stall that holds different types of produce, yeah? And not a ton of flies buzzing around. There's not, I don't know, animals haven't come from the countryside to pick at it, what have you. It seems to be like a full market. And Swift.
DM, are there any tracks around, any kind of footprints or other kind of marks in the ground that might suggest that something's been here recently?
Yold, go ahead and make a survival check. Swift, the other thing that you notice is that there is this small, again, one-story building in the center of this town center. And the only other thing that looks out of place is that there are scorch marks on the ground. Looks to be, there's nothing smoldering, there's no fire, but you see these scorch marks. Looks to be some kind of smallish but powerful explosions gone off around the center, the building in the center of town.
Can we tell if it's like lightning or something natural or something like human or other creature made?
Yold, with your 10 on perception and 11 on survival, I'm going to say you can't get a good look at it. You can ask Swift. Swift, I'll say with the 21, you can go ahead and make an Arcana check if you'd like, with disadvantage since you're pretty far away. Yold, you look around and you can't see any tracks around where you are at the moment. I'm going to say you guys are coming in from the north.
Okay.
And
yeah, so Yold, who's a human fighter with an eye patch, very skinny, very young, 18 or 19, very impressionable, very bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and very happy to be here with all of you. And he carries 2 hand axes and a sort of javelin thing. And he has an eye patch and doesn't seem necessary because I think he can see out of both eyes, so not sure what that's about.
Awesome. Okay, so as the three of you get your surroundings, Galian, can you tell us what we see when we look to our leader of this small posse?
Yeah, so you see Galian, who looks to be in his late 20s, just kind of like a fresh-faced camp counselor almost. Just he's shaved on the way here. Just everything is immaculate. He's been polishing his new chainmail, and he's been tasked to sort of supervise some of the new recruits and initiatives on their first mission. And he's been a little distracted because he's been sort of getting ready for this, and it's a big deal for him. But he turns to the group. He's been very quiet on the walk here, and he clears his throat to welcome everyone. And he says, "Welcome, initiates. I wish to thank you on behalf of my superiors for offering your services as we work to restore balance in the Sword Coast. Great evil and darkness has arisen in these lands, but with the help of such brave and generous souls as I see before me, justice and light shall indeed prevail. You are being considered by our elders for initiation into one of our most sacred sects, but only a chosen few may be accepted. Today we ask that you prove yourselves as we test both your conviction and your courage. A servant of Asmodeus himself, a fiendish necromancer, has infiltrated this town, corrupted many of its once innocent inhabitants, spreading devil worship and dark magic amongst them. Many have pledged their allegiance to him already, joined his cult, and wield dark magic in his name. There are reports that this necromancer has already fled, but his corrupted followers remain. We must rid this town of his converts, in the name of all that is good and sacred. It is our humble duty, and I thank you."
Okay.
Thank you, Perijad. It is an honor to serve. Chantier be praised. Allow me to ask, where are we? Name of town, please. Pere.
DM, do I know that, or is this sort of like an off-the-map village to us?
It's a bit off the map, but make a make a history check.
Okay.
Remember your history, boy.
All my work in history has been on religious scriptures.
Oh no!
A 0. Galen, as leader of this
Something's leaking
troop,
out of your ear, Pere. Are you alright?
Galen,
Character image.
yes, Galen, you, as leader of the group, don't want to show that you do not know the name of the town that you are at, but
he sort of stumbles and he goes, "Well, it's been called many things. It's gone through some changes, but oh, look, a bird."
Oh, yes.
And you see a little bird
Oh, yes.
go off.
So long since I've seen a bird.
Look, a birdie.
Oh, wow.
So,
I don't want to be here in the
he's
middle
blushing and like panicked.
of... Right.
yep, of course.
If I may add, I do think that we are out in the middle of town, and maybe we should find somewhere a little less exposed
Yes.
from which to do our searching. I'm very excited for the opportunity. I hope to do a good job and show you all that I deserve to be in the group. But I think hiding would be a good idea.
Yes.
Yes.
We are rather exposed.
Well, I think that's absolutely prudent, and I would warn everyone to be cautious and trust no one, even some of the most innocent villagers may use our pity to our disadvantage. The devil has many tricks. Be cautious.
All right. Good advice.
So how would you guys like to approach? I'd say right now you feel a bit exposed, but not too bad, especially Swift. You, with that 21, you can see that there doesn't seem to be any movement in the village, but let's say that you guys are probably a few hundred feet away from the northern side of town. And here, let me just show you what we're looking at here.
Yeah, let's see these maps.
So,
Nice.
this is basically the center of town. Okay, so I have you guys on the map, but you're not this close. Okay.
Cool.
So this is where, Swift, you saw the Scorch Marks. And there is a smallish building at the north side here. This is one of the market stalls. This is the sort of main path going through the town. And there looks to be, a couple of smaller homes or shops. You can't tell from the outside. And then there's this barn to the south.
Breeze.
Any movement? Anything out of the ordinary? No? Okay.
Not right now.
Well, mayhaps we should begin knocking on some doors. Maybe beginning with the buildings with the smoke coming out of the chimneys.
All right. Seems like a prudent idea. I concur with the snake man.
Should we split up?
I think it would be best if we remain together for safety.
Yes. The very idea of splitting up chills my already cold blood.
Perhaps someone slightly less threatening looking than Shelby should be the one to knock.
Yes, not a bad idea.
Okay.
Yes, I would.
Oh,
Swift,
no,
yes,
you,
Swift.
No, you, Yold. Please.
Swift, why don't you take one house, and I'll take the other.
Perfect. We split up. Come with me, Snake Man.
All right.
All right, I'll go with Galen, I guess, to one of the houses and knock on the door.
Okay. Galen and Yold. We'll say that you guys come to this first house. Okay. And as you approach, what you see is this house. There's a sign that's swinging just in the gentle breeze that you just now actually feel. And on the sign, it reads Top Swallow Bakery. You take a look, and there's a simple, solid, single door in front of you. There's a small little porch with a rocking chair on it. Go ahead and make a perception check. There's a window.
All right.
Okay. Galen with an 8.
Looks quiet. I don't see
Yold
anyone.
with a 1. Yeah. So,
What is town?
Should we go help them?
So
Shelby?
I knock on the door.
Yes, they're just sort of wandering about,
Yes.
kind of staring at the sky.
Yes, let's go.
Yes, we'll join. We'll wait on the second house. We'll join our compatriots at the
Yes.
inn.
great. Okay.
Is there a shadow I can hide behind? Some sort of...
Yes, I would rather prefer to skulk.
Yes.
Fantastic. So let's see if you guys... Shelby, I'm sorry, Shelby. Yes, Shelby, of course. Perfect name. Great name. You go up along the side. Swift, I'll say that you're up on this side over here. And let's see, Galen, Yold, you just sort of posting up back here?
Yeah, just a sort of vague distance away from the house. I'm staring off into the sky, waiting for other people to do the work.
Great.
Typical.
Galen, you go ahead and knock. You wait. Doesn't seem to be an answer. With your perception check of 8, you take a look in, and you can see that this looks to be a cozy-looking bakery. There's a warm fire that is actually going at the moment, but not at a blaze. It looks to be on its way out. Was lit recently, but has, I'll say, hard to tell exactly how long it's been going with the perception check that you made. There's a small table with an open journal and a few books, and then you see that the kitchen seems to be fairly clean.
Is there a window I could sneak in?
Sure, you take a look around, and there's actually a window right here.
Oh, wonderful. I want to look at that journal so much.
Yeah. You're taking a look around here, and go ahead and make a stealth check. Swift.
Oh, I'd love to.
A 22.
22.
All of you are unaware that Swift has started moving around the side of the building. And Swift, you take a look in and see a simple bedroom. The bed is unmade. And you see that there are a few personal effects on the dresser. And I'd say beyond that, not too much. Keep looking around here.
Well, can I go in? Can I open that
Absolutely,
window?
yes. If you want to try to go into the window, you try to open it and it's locked.
Oh, well, good thing I have thieves' tools.
Good thing you have thieves' tools. So go ahead and make a dexterity check, and then you get to add your proficiency bonus to see if you can pick the lock on the window.
Thank you.
Perijad, what do the holy texts say about trespassing when in pursuit of heretics?
Oh, what we are doing right now is certainly in the name of the light. We must purge this town of Asmodeus's influence.
Thank you, Peri.
Swift,
Praise be, praise be.
Praise be.
I'll say this.
Praise
You
be.
can't get into the window, but you do notice that this is actually a very strangely well-locked window for a bakery.
Yes. That is strange.
And there's been no answer from us knocking on the door, right?
None.
I say, in the name of all that is holy, we command you to open this door.
Very
Is there any
well.
response?
You wait. No response.
I'd like to. Have we tried just the doorknob? Do we know? Is it locked?
Galen has not tried the door knob yet.
I'll try the doorknob.
Oh, right, yes, certainly.
The door opens.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Blessings.
Follow me, acolytes.
The Lord is truly with us.
Praises
Galen,
be.
is everybody going inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And I would like to go straight for the book on the
Okay.
table there.
Fantastic. Let me just get everybody inside here.
I'd like to
Swift.
go straight for the things on top of the bed. I would like to steal some things. In
Great,
the name of
okay.
the Lord.
Fantastic.
Yes, always.
Yes, on the name of the Lord. Yes, I want to look in the bedroom.
Okay. So Swift, you head into the bedroom, and I'm sorry, who was going for the journal?
I'm going for the
Gillian.
whatever's on the desk.
Okay. You walk in.
I'm kind of sweeping just giving a look around the other spots that are, pacing
Okay.
around.
Great. So let's say Shelby and Yold, go ahead and make investigation checks.
Yes.
And, Swift, you do the same. Galen, you walk up to the journal and you see basically it looks to be a sort of inventory of sorts, and it's written in common, and you begin sort of leafing through it, and you can see dates and items, and it looks to be things like flour, berries, yeast, telling the story of someone who, at least when they had left it here, was busy just taking stock of the things that they had. As you all walk in, it's this just incredibly just delicious smell of baked goods, and Shelby and Yold, you're looking over at these sort of shelves over here, and you can see the items that were left over from yesterday. Not many, to say the least. But there's a small little pile of what look to be blueberry muffins and a couple of little sort of lemon squares off to the side that didn't seem to get bought yesterday.
Are there any signs in the paperwork on the desk that would signify anything occult or magic related?
No, not at first glance.
Okay.
Can I examine it with my 18?
Yeah, so Swift, with your 18, you find yourself in this bedroom, and we'll just say start opening drawers.
Absolutely.
It's a plain space, and as you begin to open up the top drawers, you see simple clothes that, as you take them out, look to be for a medium, fairly bulky humanoid. There's nothing fancy. There's nothing really beyond what looks to be sort of rough spun, blousy shirts and khaki-ish work pants. There are a couple of aprons that you begin to pull out, and with the 18, you notice a false bottom to the bottom drawer.
I have a false bottom.
Yes, show it me. Show it me.
Here's my false bottom. Hold on.
And
Just have to adjust.
Find a little latch, click it up, and it opens. And that's where you see what looks to be leather armor. And a much more majestic type robe. You pull it out, and there is this robe is of deep crimson. It is different than any of the clothes that you saw prior, and obviously was hidden. It feels soft and delicate, yet sturdy to the touch. You lay it on the bed behind you, and there's a little gold leaf engraved box underneath the robe that go ahead and you try to open it, and it is locked. You can go ahead and make another check with your thieves' tools if you'd like to open it.
Yes, and I do that with... which was it?
Oh, it's a dexterity check, and you just add your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
We can do that manually.
Thank you. Dexterity... balls. Plus 2. So 12.
Plus 2.
Plus 2. Plus 2, 12.
You just can't get it, seem to get it open.
Can I put it in my pocket?
Absolutely. It's small enough to put into your pocket, so you can go ahead and snag that. And
are the robe colors, are they Asmodeus colors? Do we recognize them as acolytes?
Not great that they're deep crimson.
Ooh.
This displeases me.
They must... I wonder if they're hiding around here. Let's keep looking.
Yes.
Maybe I'll have a blueberry muffin.
Yes, help yourself to the day olds.
Galen takes note. What was the name on the sign?
It was
Top Swallow Bakery, I believe.
Top Swallow Bakery.
Galen says to everybody, "Be on alert for the baker."
Yes.
Great. So, are you guys people heading out?
Yeah, let's keep.
Is there another room with like a fireplace, or what was that? Was there a chamber like behind that desk?
Oh, yeah. So,
or was I checking that out with the 5? I was thinking
with
I
the
was in
5,
same
you
room.
were checking it out. I'll show you what you see.
Okay.
Let me just get this going here. So, you.
Yeah, with the stone floor. What is this?
Yeah, you make your way in, and what you see is basically the kitchen. And I'll say what you notice is, as you guys are trying to discern when was the last time somebody was here, what's been going on here, you notice that again there was a fire that was lit probably at some point this morning, but being midday has gone down to around Ember's territory, and you also notice that there's not a bunch of flour that was laid out. There's not the makings of the day's baked goods, as it were. Everything's clean. Seems to be clean from.
Before we leave, I want to take the robe and throw it into the fireplace to sort of, just in case.
Okay.
To burn it.
Yeah.
Is there
You can never be too cautious.
Yes.
So, let's say Swift, you make it out, and Galen, you move towards the fire. Everyone make a perception check.
Yes, I feel the spirit of the devil in these blueberry muffins. I feel that we should be on our way.
19 for me.
Galen with a 19, Shelby with a 12, Swift coming in with a 5.
The muffins are too good.
All
I
right.
can't concentrate.
Do not be distracted by the muffins.
I love the muffins.
Never touch the stuff.
Galen, as you walk by the door, you see a figure. And the figure stands in red robes that resemble what you are about to throw in. And as you look out, the figure calls out to you and says, "All right, no need to go any further. I see you've got my personal effects. Don't know what your plan was there exactly, but why don't you just come on out? We can have a conversation. We know there's
And
four
I
of
say-
you."
I say to the group, be careful of his words. He'll try to trick us. He'll try to deceive us.
All right.
I say, we've found your infernal robes.
What do you have to say for yourself? Yes.
Explain yourself.
Answer to that.
Name of all that is good and holy.
Yes. Yes, cousin.
Why don't you come on out of my shop and we can have a conversation like the good folk of Faerun are accustomed to having.
All right. Talking. Yes. I go out.
Okay.
I sort of, I whisper to Swift. See if you can sneak out. Get behind him.
And I just do kind of like a thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay.
We must be on our guard.
And then I'm going to
Indeed.
sneak through the bedroom and out that window that was locked.
Okay. I'm going to say that you're
around.
just out of view. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
I will. Gosh, it's fun to play a character that is...
Can
Is
actually
capable
be
of
quiet.
stealth.
Yeah.
Right. 9 feet tall.
It's also not
Whoa!
total.
27! Yeah! You absolutely make your way out.
Wow.
I got 27,
Okay.
y'all.
Shelby,
20.
you make your way out first, and you see...
I walk right up to the robed, like I kind of break the kinesphere a little bit.
And I sort
Okay.
of stand on the porch outside the door, but still
Okay.
like right by the door.
Yeah, I'm next to Galen.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna be more towards the other side of it to distract his view from Swift sneaking
Yeah.
around that side. So I'm gonna like
Great.
cheat to that sort of northern part. No, other
Okay.
side. Like so,
Other-
other one, so that his eyes are sort of looking that way. instead
I
of-
see. Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Nice. Shelby, you move right up. And as you move up, this figure takes their hood off of their head. And you see what looks to be a half-orc of middling age, tight-cropped hair that's beginning to recede a bit, with these two oversized incisors that press up against their upper lip. And as you approach, this figure says, "Okay, that's close enough. I would like you all to state your business and why you've come.
Quite a handsome fellow. My name's Shelby Birthmarrow. We are acolytes of the Church of Lathander, right? Is that true? I don't know that I know that.
We haven't established.
We haven't established that. We are holy acolytes, rooting out worshippers of Asmodeus in this land. Now, I'd like you to explain how these garments came into your possession.
And why you are labeled cult fanatic on your character icon.
It's all a matter of perception. This figure, this half-orc, looks to you, Shelby, looks back to you, Galian, and to you, Yold, and says, "Where's the fourth?"
Just getting her effects from inside. Don't change the subject, brethren. What is your name, by the way, countryman?
So, you see, Shelby, this half-orc, look to the north, just for a moment. And as you clock the look, you happen to also follow it and see that there is a figure that's moving out of the shadows behind you, beginning to run at full tilt. Galian, you also happen to notice this figure as Shelby looks north, Yold right after him, and you then look back to this half-orc and the half-orc says to you, "Get out of my town." I need everybody to roll initiative. All right, so hold off for just 1 second.
Oh, God, every time.
Oh, so frustrating. So let me just pull up the initiative counter here. We're going to go ahead and just roll for everybody. All right. See, I want to make sure these come in right. So Yold, you got a 20. Is that right? Okay.
Yep.
That's right.
Great. So we've got Swift with a 14. And Shelby, what are we working with for you? Go ahead, you can say it. Shelby.
Oh, sorry. Shelby got a 3.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted you to say it. And Galian, we've got you also with a 3. Oh boy. All right, let's see. Let's see what's going to go down here. Okay.
Oh, no.
So, Yold, you block all of this and are the first, actually, to respond. You see the half-orc reaching into their robes, probably for what can only be a weapon. There seems to be one person moving to the north, and you look to the south and see other figures coming out of the woodwork, making their way towards you. It looks to be a total of 5 members of this cult, with the leader right in front of Shelby. What is it that you would like to do?
I would like to reach for my lance, which I have by my side, and I would like to say, Shelby, watch out! The devil is here! And I will take my lance and I'm just going to throw it right past Shelby's ear at this fellow that he's talking with there. So,
hey, great.
I'm going to roll to hit.
Fantastic. And we've got a 12 to hit. That is going to go ahead and just hit. Go ahead and roll some damage.
All right.
So, 5 points of damage to the half-orc as it slams into his shoulder, and he tries to dodge out of the way, but it cuts through, blood spurting out of his shoulder girdle. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Yold?
No, that's all.
Okay, great.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Up next, we've got
Very welcome.
the Cultist. The Cultist is going to target you.
You wouldn't target such a pretty face.
Right. Just look at me.
And is going to cast Hold Person.
I'd really rather you didn't.
And let's see. So you're going to need to roll a Wisdom saving throw, Shelby.
Yes, you know I will. Wisdom save.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
A 3. You feel every muscle in your body tense, and all that can move is your eyes as you feel the spell's effects just rush over you. And you cannot move. Great. Okay, and that means that this fellow runs south.
No.
Looking to get cover. Fantastic. Up next, we have the hidden Swift. Swift.
All right.
Swift
You
hidden.
hear all of this begin to, all of this fighting erupt around you. What would you like to do? Right now, nobody can see you.
If no one can see me, where are all the other bad guys? Cultists? Because there are
You
5, right?
can see one. You see the leader running south. You can see one that's just on the other side of this market stall, and
Great.
you can see 2 others who have begun to come out of the woodwork here to the south. Around
Okay, what
looks to
I'd
be
like
the
to
home
do
down
is
here.
sort of, I'm gonna ready my short bow, and as sneakily as possible, kind of come out from the side there and aim at the leader.
Okay, great. So go ahead. And,
I have 80 feet.
Yeah, excellent. You can definitely hit him. Go ahead and roll attack with your short bow. That's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll some
Yeah.
damage.
21.
Nice.
7. And it's a
7
sneak
points
attack,
of
but-
damage. Do you get sneak attack at level 1?
No, once per turn you can deal an extra 1d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack with a finesse or ranged weapon, if you have advantage on the attack roll. So I
Which
do
you
not
do
have
because you were hidden. So go ahead and roll a d6.
Oh,
Nice.
Swift.
Yes, Swift, yes.
10 points of damage. Welcome
The power
to
of the
party,
Lord is truly with
Rogue.
Yes,
The
praises
arrow
be.
flies across the space and lands right in the back shoulder blade of this half-orc. As they're running away, you hear him cry out, "Ah!" Taking a fair amount of damage. Go ahead.
Perfect. And then I hide again and I think, oh, I love hurting people.
Oh,
Nice.
Great. You try to hide. I believe at level 1 you don't yet have the ability to do so on a bonus action, but you can definitely try to
right.
officially hide. You got good rogue instincts though, as you try to hide behind the house. Up next, we have the first cultist. The first cultist is going to run up behind you, Galen, and try to attack you with its scimitar.
no.
And it is going
Have good
to
armor, hopefully.
Perigod.
Okay, it is going to roll an 11, which I believe. What's your armor class there, Galen?
18.
It
Oh,
definitely
excuse me.
misses.
My
You
lord.
just
no,
managed
no,
to
no.
look back and see this scimitar
Oh,
come
excuse
at
me.
you, and I'll say you duck, and it cuts over the top of your head. Up next, we have another cultist coming up from the south and is going to run up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it seems to be going to get some cover behind this tree. It's going to dash on its turn. The next one is going to run around, or actually this one's going to run south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seemingly going back towards the barn. Up next, we've got another cultist. This one's going to rush you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shelby, attack you
Coward.
with advantage
What?
because you're held.
I know I'm held.
Try one more time. Hits you
Oh.
for 7 points of damage.
Oh, wait. Are my mouth muscles paralyzed?
Good question. With hold person, I don't think so. I can check though.
Okay.
Why?
Ah!
Nice.
All right.
I'll double check the spell hold person to see. But up next, we have Shelby. Good time to check hold person. Right now, you need. I think you can make another saving throw.
Wisdom save, yes.
So go ahead and make another wisdom save.
Yes, my pleasure. Oh, yes, here we are. 18.
18 is going to beat it.
Nice.
You
Wonderful.
break free from
Jolly good.
the powers of the spell, but you have to use
yes.
your action to do so. So you don't have an action left on your turn, but you can move, albeit you are within the range of this cultist, and would incur an opportunity attack if you moved away from them.
But I can't... Can a level 1 monk punch, like, as a bonus action?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, no.
Okay. I'm gonna run inside the house.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna try to run inside the house.
They are going to attack you
Shelter.
again. Let's see
Aside.
here, and they're going to hit for another. Gosh, 4 points of damage.
Oh no! Oh, I'm down.
Oh no! First level. First level.
Okay.
My
so
eyes!
You see Shelby trying to move away, and the scimitar just slashes across his back, falls to the ground, unconscious. Level 1. Okay.
I'm calling
next-
Lord of Light, be call. Then a scimitar sinks into my back.
Yeah. So go ahead, Galen. What would you like to do on your turn? You've got a cultist behind you. You've got an unconscious Shelby in front of you.
Okay.
Blood on the ground.
This
How long do
escalated
I have
rather
to
quickly.
save Shelby?
3 rounds.
Unless it goes really bad, could be 2.
And he's kind of creepy.
And
we
once
should
he's
say
down right now, can I heal him? If I have a
You
healing
can,
thing, or
yes.
do I have to
Yes,
do
you
a
can.
spare dying?
You can do a healing thing. Yes, you can do a healing spell, and that would bring him up.
Okay, I'm momentarily going to target the cultist who is nearest to Shelby with
Okay.
Sacred Flame.
Okay, great.
Nice.
Oops.
Oh.
It's supposed to be
Oh,
Whoopsie!
that was damage.
Level 1.
Should I did I do that right or wrong?
No, they need to make a dexterity save, so they're going to go ahead and do that. Put this over here. And
played a
this
spellcaster
cultist is
before.
going to make a dexterity save. I think it's going to miss, so they're going to go ahead and take that 6 points of damage
Wonderful.
as it
Sorry.
explodes on top of them, blood spattering on the ground. And anything else you'd like to do on your turn with this cultist behind you, Galen?
If I move, I incur an opportunity attack, don't I?
Correct, yes.
Then I think I'm going to... Well... As an action, I can restore... Oh, no, that'd be an action. Okay, never mind. So, no, I'm done.
Para, save me.
I'm coming for you, brother.
So, up next, Yold, you've got this cultist right behind you, and you see Shelby down on the ground, and a very hurt cultist right next to him, who looks to you. What would you like to do?
I would like to take my hand axe, and I would like to kiss it, and I would like to say, may the Lord's light be with you. And I would like to throw my hand axe at the guy who's next to Shelby on the ground.
Okay, great.
So I'm going to reach back and go ahead and do that.
10 is going to miss, unfortunately. This cult member's blood is up, and you throw the hand axe, and they dodge to the side. It's just missing. Anything else you'd like to do?
I would like to... No, I would like to just stay there and curse my luck.
Great. Okay. Yold starts cursing his luck. Up next, we've got the lead cult member. The half-orc, you see, reaches for the arrow in his back and yanks it out, letting out this just sort of cry of pain. And then you see him look to the south and yell, "Open the doors!" And to the south, you see this fellow running towards the doors. Opens it, and out you see, bound, an owlbear.
Oh no.
Oh, God. Jesus.
This fellow jumps behind to get some cover, and is going to... Thank you, 3/4 cover. Look at you, Galian, the healer, and cast a Sacred Flame of his own. So go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Is that a dexterity saving throw?
I'm sorry, yes, dexterity saving throw.
14.
14 is going to just make it so that you save, I believe.
In the name of the light.
Here. Sacred Flame's got to beat. Yeah, okay, great. You see this explosion just erupt above you and land on the ground right next to you as you dive to the side, luckily just missing. All right? So, up next, we've got Swift, who is no longer hidden. You can hide with your full action at this moment if you'd like, or you can join the fray. You've got a very bloody cultist here. You've got this cult fanatic that's right on the other side of the door, and you also happen to notice this huge hulking bear of a beast with an owl face that is very angry and maybe looking hungry.
What I would like to do is I'd like to use my movement to go down. Can we go up a little? Yes. See this like white dot here? Can I get to there?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I want to
And you have a
get
fair
there.
amount of cover here too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would like to aim myself for actually the cult leader. Keep
Okay,
trying to-
great.
Is that possible?
I'm going to say you're going to get right here, and yeah, you can see them.
Okay, great. And so I'd like
Great.
to do another arrow.
Great. Okay, go ahead and roll attack.
Not great.
13 is going to just hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, that's so exciting, I think. Oh, yes, good for me.
8 points of damage coming in as another arrow lands just in the opposite shoulder of this half-orc who cries out in pain once again. You don't get sneak attack damage this time because you don't have advantage.
But might I say to
excellent round.
God, I love being a warrior for you as I see the blood splattering out.
Absolutely.
Yes, well said. Well put.
Warrior for
It is
God.
the cultist's turn. The cultist is going to swing out one more time with their scimitar.
Kill
And
for
that's going to
God.
be
Yes.
A miss.
Kill the god.
Again, Galen, even though you have your attention split between many different places, this sword, you've just got a bead on this warrior's stance, and you just dodge out of the way successfully again.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I need to add the owlbear to...
No, you don't.
Oh,
It's confused. It's tired. It wants a nap. Like me.
The friendly owl.
Great. I don't know why that's not coming in, but we will... I might just roll for it on my own.
There's quite a few
Yes.
cultists.
Well, maybe too many cultists.
Maybe a few too many.
Just a tad too
I'm
many.
gonna try this. See what happens. We're gonna take the 16. Or no, what was that? That was 2. The first one was a 5. Okay, we'll put it at 5.
Nice.
Okay, so it's gonna go right before Galeon. All right. But up now is the cultist. So this one goes great. All right. And then it's the next one. Sees you, Shelby, move up and gets in the way of your next arrow shot, and it's going to target you.
Swift, not Shelby.
Oh, so sorry. Yes, as I learn these new character names. Hits, and you take 4 points of slashing damage as their scimitar comes across your your upper clavicle. Up next, we have the cultist right behind the owlbear. This cultist has just tried to dive out of the way as this owlbear bursts through the doors. And you see the owlbear turn on this cultist.
Nice.
And
Yes.
is going
Feed,
to
owlbear.
attack with its claws.
Oh, it's nice.
Miss. And does it get one with its dead?
Dead.
You see this cultist try to dodge out of the way of the first claw strike, and it does successfully. But then the cultist looks up, and this other claw just comes and scrapes, the features off of this cultist, immediately dying.
Wasn't the owlbear bound?
Bound? No. It just
Oh.
burst through the door.
Oh, it bounded out. Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
I'm such
my
a
bad.
dummy.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
no,
Lord, I'm
please.
such a dummy. Oh, embrace
Trying to use
me,
these like
cold
$5
death.
words over here.
I'm on my way home.
Friend Shelby that way. You're doing great, Shelby.
Take me home, Lord of Light. My watch is done.
We've got another cultist that's over you, Shelby. And
Do it. Do it.
no, I can't. This person's not gonna do it. Moves up to you and is going to attack you, Galeon, with advantage now that you are flanked.
Oh, no.
No!
Good move.
No!
Parry.
Misses.
Yes.
Misses. Galeon,
Yes,
you're a
Perry.
monster. You just
My
are
God.
like
Galeon.
carrying. You now are surrounded basically, and Yold are just completely dumbfounded as to how this fellow is managing this. It's incredible.
He truly is
And
chosen
now-
by the Lord.
It
My God.
is
Look at him. Resplendent.
The Church of John Wick.
1, 2, 3.
How he
4,
moves
5,
in the light.
It's 40 feet.
My heart.
You see this owlbear
Oh,
bounded
no.
out. 1, 2, 3,
Oh.
4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
Coming
no.
into the center of town.
Oh, no.
All right. Up next, we've got Shelby. Go ahead and make a death
Oh, no.
saving throw.
Okay. Actually, where do I find that? I don't know if I've ever done one. In the
shit.
in the chrome.
You can go ahead and just roll a d20 if you'd like, and if it gets above a 10, it's a success.
Gotcha.
Ben normally plays a sorcerer, not a barbarian.
All right, here we go. 10. 10 is success.
Gosh, a 10 ties it, so it's got to be a success. I don't think I've ever had a 10 rolled on a death save.
Wow.
I'm going to say you get 1 success, okay?
Should I
you're
just re-roll?
above.
No.
Oh!
Success.
Take the success.
Success. We're going to keep it as a success, yeah?
Okay. All right.
Great.
So what are his hit
next?
points?
Yeah, wait, what are your
0.
hits?
He's got to
Zero.
roll
Okay.
2. 2 successful saves to get back up.
Unless someone
Zero,
gives me
to
life.
stabilize.
Say some
Unless someone gives
sort
me
of cleric.
You, Galian, at the top of the
Yes.
round, or almost at the top of the round. Yold, I feel like you haven't gone in a little while.
I think we're at the bottom of the
Oh
round.
no, you're at the bottom. My bad. Yeah. Okay.
Did you
great.
skip me? Oh no, I'm right
No, I
after
didn't
Shelby.
skip you. No. There we go. There we can put this in.
Perijet, I've changed my mind. I'd like to live.
Galian, you're up, surrounded by cultists with an unconscious Shelby on the ground and a. Well, Yold, you can tell us what you're feeling at the top of the round when we get there. But what would you like to do, Galian?
All right, I'm going to once again cast what was that cantrip? Sacred Flame on the cultist directly in front of me.
Okay, great. They're going to make a dexterity saving throw. And it's going to be a 3. They're going to miss. Go ahead and roll some
Wonderful.
damage.
Yes.
8.
8
Nice.
points of damage. Dead.
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 And I have a bonus action, and I yell to Shelby, "Don't fear, brother. I'm here to help." And I cast, as a bonus action, Healing Word.
Yes.
Oh, and Sacred Flame is a cantrip. You
Yes,
can
sir.
cast another spell. Cast Healing Word. Go ahead and cast Healing Word. Can you read the description of the spell, Galian? I
Yes,
think it's...
a creature of your choice that you can see within range regains hit points equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. The spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
Wondrous.
Great. So go ahead and roll a d4. Oh,
shit.
boy.
Oh.
8 points of... You're back up, buddy. All right. Nice. Excellent. Now, we already had the owlbear go, so we're going to go to you, Yold. You got a cultist behind you, Yold. What are you doing?
Yold, just overwhelmed at Galian's proficiency and wonder and splendor, and feeling that he truly made the right decision in following this man into the town, I'm gonna take my hand axe and throw it at the cultists. Be gone, vile fiend! Be gone!
Great. The one right next to you?
Yeah, or I'll just attack him with it. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
great.
just
Go
gonna
ahead and
attack him with it. I'm gonna swipe at him.
Make an attack. Go ahead.
Because I have 2 hand axe eye.
All right. We've got a 10 to hit. That is going to just miss, unfortunately.
Oh.
2 in a row, man. 2
No,
10s in a
it's
row.
tough. Yep.
Take off that
Level
damn
1.
eye patch.
I need it.
Do you?
It's my signature.
Up
It's
next,
kind of my thing.
it is the half-orc. Half-orc
It's a
moves
vibe.
out and is going to cast
Oh no.
Command
No.
Oh god.
on you, Yold. So go ahead and make, what is it? A wisdom save.
Yes. Oh.
Wait, on who?
Yes.
Oh, I
On
meant
me.
Yes, you succeed. Yes. Okay. So you see the half orc move out from behind his cover
Wait,
and begin to
Yold. He did his own
whisper.
Yold,
Begin to whisper words of incantation. They begin to just float around your forehead, but you are just able to shake it off as you felt the sort of clutches of your own consciousness almost leave your grasp.
Oh, Lord, protect me from this devil speech. Lord, protect me.
And up next, we got Swift. Swift, you've got a cultist right on you. You're still recovering from this blade swipe across your clavicle. Go ahead and what would you like to do?
I'm gonna put my short bow back, take out my rapier, and stab the cultist.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack.
Ah, mother.
Okay, a 9 is going to miss. Unfortunately, this cultist seems to be fairly quick on their feet and dodges out of the way. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Yeah, I want to try and do movement. It's going to incur an opportunity attack, and I
Okay, where would you like to move?
I'd like to move to around, up and behind the stall.
Okay, so they are going to swing out at you, and let's see what they do. They're going to hit.
Damn it.
So you take 7 points of slashing damage. What are you at?
I'm down.
You're out.
No.
You're out.
What? No. 7
Swift is
points? No.
Swift.
Level 1. Up next, we've got the cultist that is just really wanting to hit you with their scimitar. And they don't. Galen, you turn to defend yourself, and you see that you are battling a younger person. This looks to be maybe a teenager of a human, and they are just swinging wildly at you, knocking their microphone to the side. And you see that there is a look of fear in their eyes, maybe adding to their inability to hit you. And they're going to, with that, they look behind you, they see the owlbear, and they're going to run, I think, and they're going to probably incur an opportunity attack. So go ahead and make an opportunity attack against the cultist. With your mace, that's going to hit.
Yes, kill the child.
So,
for God.
the mace comes out, swings at the cultist. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Oh.
2 points. They
It's all right.
are
You taught him a lesson.
I just winged
try
him.
to get out of the way of the main swipe of that.
He's even
attack.
corrupted the youth. Asmodeus is strong and wily.
And this cultist begins to run away. Up next, we have Swift. Go ahead and make a death saving throw.
Oh no.
Wait, why me? I already.
It is Swift.
What?
Oh, wait,
just
no,
go.
I'm sorry. Yeah. No, this cultist, all of you look to the cultist to see if they're going to do anything untoward with the unconscious body of Swift, but the cultist
Asmodeus.
looks over and sees this owlbear and begins to run 1,
Yay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up against the side of the building, and that's where they're going to end their turn. That person's dead, and now that person's dead. And
Yes.
Swift, you are up. You see this cultist has just moved to
Shelby.
the side of the building, and thank you, Shelby. These S names, man. And you look
That's-
south and see this hulking, huge owlbear running full tilt towards you. I mean, this thing is the size, it's somewhere in between a black bear and a grizzly, and its face, again, is just this beaked, strange, terrifying mouth, head of an owl. What would you like to do?
Am I able to like split up my movement?
Yes.
Do an action and then do the. Okay. All right. I'm gonna run towards this little cultist that's hiding up against the wall that hit
Yeah.
Swift. As I run through that puddle of blood, I just drag my fingers through it and just mark my face with it as I'm running. And then I slide on the wet grass, like sliding into home base. And then once I'm right up on the cultist, I flip up onto my feet and just like palm him in the face.
Awesome. Go ahead and make an attack. 12 is going to hit. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Take it all. 3.
3 points of damage. Great. You just punch him right in the chest. You see a lot of the wind get knocked out of him. Is there anything else that you can do on your turn, Monk?
Oh, but then if I keep on going, then he could do an opportunity attack, right? If I
Correct.
keep, because now I'd like to run towards Swift if I can, like around this.
Okay.
But they can do
you
an
got
opportunity.
10. Well, what you could do is go here, as long as you don't leave the 5-foot range.
Okay. Let me do that.
Okay, great. You end your turn. Excellent.
Reposition.
Galen, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Not yield? Oh, no, he already did that. How far away am I from Swift?
You are probably about 80 feet.
80.
Wow.
Interesting. All right, I would
47?
like to first cast...
No, 40. You're 40
Yes, that's what I thought.
40 feet. Yeah.
I would like to cast Sacred Flame on that closest cultist.
Great. Sacred Flame on the one that's running away?
No, the one that's by the corner by the house.
Oh, excellent. Great. Yes, of course. They are going to make a dexterity save. And that is going to be a 13. What do they need to beat?
13.
So they tie it. Tie goes to the attacker. So...
Roll for damage.
Ooh, I may have that wrong, but go ahead and roll some damage. They just got punched in the
5.
chest.
A kind
5 points of damage. They're down to 1 hit point.
Oh.
As that happens. What else would you like to do?
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on poor felled rogue.
Yes.
Right. Go ahead and cast Healing Word. Let's see how much healing you get back.
9.
That's exactly how much I had before. Thank you.
Pull up.
Our
Unfortunately,
parent
it is
an
the
awesome
owlbear's
parent.
turn.
Oh, no.
Service to the
No,
Lord
no.
shall not go unrewarded.
Praise be.
So, the owlbear makes its way
no.
towards you, Swift, seeing you
fuck.
jump up.
Damn
Oh.
it.
And
I mean, God, thank
is-
you. Life.
going to attack
Oh, bugger.
with its beak. You take 8 points of damage, going back down to 1, I believe. And it's going to swing out with its claws.
Do I not? Is there no armor class?
Oh, it's hitting. 25.
Yeah, shit. All right.
That's pretty good.
I'm dead again.
Oh.
Which means
21
that you are not
damage?
unconscious.
I am dead.
Swift gets cut in 2.
God. Oh! 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 I've never seen anything like that before. Oh! Oh, gods! Gods of light! How can you allow such atrocities to happen? In my purview, no less. Oh!
As the owlbear just
Rip
begins
Swift.
to eat Swift in front of all of you.
Oh! Swift is still kind of alive.
Yeah. It's just like a little like.
Oh!
And I look at Shelby. I look Shelby in the eyes and I go, run.
Yes. Oh, all right, Swift. Enjoy death. Oh.
I'm not.
Oh, God.
Yold, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I am going to run away as fast as my legs will carry me. Help! I did not sign up for this shit.
Oh, can I yell something? No. Can I yell something?
Wait, you gotta wait till your turn.
Oh.
Lord, protect
So-
me! Yeah, just gone.
It is here that you see anybody who's looking, the half-orcs step out and one last time begin to cast a whispering incantation over the owlbear. And you see the owlbear begin to get woozy and fall asleep as this half-orc steps out and calls out to you. Hold! Enough have died today. For the love of any light you get from whatever gods it is that you pray to, leave our town alone. Up next, Swift, it's not your turn. It is the cultist. The cultist is running. Yold is off the map. Both of you now, Yold, are just kind of looking at this other young kid, and you're both just like sprinting as fast as you can.
Yeah, I think we might be on the same team now. We're friends.
Just don't hurt me. Just don't hurt me, please. And you guys are just running off the map.
Hi guys.
It is this cultist's turn. This cultist turns to you, Shelby, and is going to swing out with its scimitar one last time. You can see there's just like adrenaline just pumping through its entire body, and it misses.
I catch his wrist, and I look at him in the face. I say, never.
I'll allow it. Up next, we've got a dead cultist, another dead cultist. Shelby, it's your turn. You look over, you see the owlbear falling asleep. You see the half-orc with their hand raised, calling out for peace. You are holding the wrist, I'll say, of this cultist because it's a one shot. What would you like to do?
I take the wrist with a scimitar, and I stab it into his own stomach.
Oh, go ahead and make a strength check. You're going to make a strength contest. So we're going to see what happens.
Strength check, okay. All right. Yes.
Yeah, just straight strength.
Okay. All right. 15.
15. This
yes.
fellow.
Into your belly,
9.
boy. Yes, for the Lord, I do this.
Dead.
And then I run.
Call something out.
Nope, not at this point. I run into the house. I kind of catch Para Judd's eyes as I run in, being like, you want to maybe go into the house right now? And I go in and you slam the door.
Run into the house, slam the door. Great.
But staying by the door. And if Judd wants to get in, I'll crack it for him.
Galen, you are now standing amidst a field of death. The half-orc has his hand raised and is looking directly at you, having just called for peace. But you see that his eyes are going to the owlbear, and you are concerned that he's quite able to wake this thing back up again. What would you like to do on your turn?
How is he looking? How's the cult leader looking?
Very hurt.
Okay. I am going to cast Sacred Flame once more on this cultist.
Okay. This cultist is going to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. Miss, go ahead and roll some damage.
Not today.
2
points. They dodge to the side, but still take 2 points of damage. Okay. What else would you like to do on your turn, Galen?
I would like to go inside the house with Swift, with Shelby, and I grab him by the hands and I say, "Kneel with me in prayer, brother."
Yes.
And I look to him and I say, "I don't know if we'll make it out alive, but you have passed the test. I congratulate you and I thank you for your service. I ask you now to kneel in prayer as I welcome you into our new order. Kneel in humility as a humble servant of the light. Kneel in gratitude, and like the setting sun, your sins and trespasses shall fade away. Now rise anew, reborn in the light of the morning. Rise devout in service of Lathander. Rise mighty, rise glorious, and rise awakened."
Yes, Para Judd.
And you see that there's a different look on Judd's face than there was at the beginning of the mission. There's something more determined more experienced and more dangerous than you might have picked up on before.
We're the bad guys.
Hello, Perajat. Are you all right? You look different.
It's at this point that the owlbear's still asleep. Okay, great. So, what you hear after you finish this prayer, Shelby, filling with the love and light of Lathander, just inspired in a way that you haven't yet felt yet, welcomed as a Yuan-Ti into this elite sect of the church to defend and bring justice to the murder of the leader of the church.
Yes.
You feel filled with this sense of bravery, faith, confidence that you can decide whether is short-lived or not as you hear the loud rumbling steps of what could only be an owlbear outside of the building. And we're going to leave it there, y'all. What a fun one-shot. We've got some dead PCs. We've got some awakened folk in a mysterious town somewhere in the Sword Coast. But gosh, that was fun. We should do this again sometime, maybe with some special guests. Y'all, I want to direct y'all to our merch store. We've got some sweet hoodies. We've got some sweet hats. We've got some sweet bags of holding. It's just really, really great. Check out our bonus episode if you want to learn more about where our group is coming from and how and why they find themselves on the quests that they do. I want to thank all of y'all for playing with me. I want to thank you for watching. And as per usual, our intent is all for your delight. Catch you next week at Groodhaug. Whoa!
Yeah, whoa!